When people talk about advanced countries, Canada usually comes to mind. Known for its high standard of living, excellent healthcare, strong education system, and scenic landscapes, Canada enjoys a global reputation as a developed, modern nation. But here's the twist: there's another country, thousands of miles away in Southeast Asia, that is quietly outpacing Canada in areas you'd never expect: Malaysia. Yes, Malaysia, the nation famous for its multicultural identity, mouth-watering food, and rapidly growing cities, has made leaps in technology, infrastructure, lifestyle, and innovation. Surprisingly, in certain aspects, Malaysia not only competes with Canada but actually makes Canada look a little outdated. While Canada often appears frozen, literally and metaphorically, in its slow pace of change, Malaysia has embraced a bold, forward-looking approach that has transformed it into one of Asia's most modern hubs. From futuristic skyscrapers to lightning-fast internet, from smart urban design to cultural vibrancy, Malaysia is proving that being labeled a developed country doesn't always mean you're the most advanced. Canadians may enjoy stability and comfort, but in many ways, Malaysia is pushing boundaries that Canada hasn't even thought of yet. So today, let's dive into the fascinating world of Malaysia and uncover the things that make Canada look outdated in 2025. By the end of this video, you might start to see Canada differently, and appreciate how Malaysia has quietly become one of the coolest, fastest-moving nations on Earth. Lightning-fast internet and digital lifestyle. Surprised? Malaysia's internet speeds in urban areas are not only fast but also affordable. With extensive 5G rollout, Malaysia is quickly becoming one of Southeast Asia's digital leaders. From mobile payments to smart apps integrated into everyday life, Malaysians enjoy seamless tech-driven experiences. In Canada, however, internet service is notoriously expensive and often slower, especially in rural areas. Many Canadians complain about limited providers and outdated infrastructure. Imagine paying higher bills for slower speeds while Malaysians enjoy futuristic digital lifestyles at lower costs. In this category, Canada simply lags behind. Futuristic skylines and architecture. When you think of iconic skylines, Toronto's CN Tower probably comes to mind. But step into Kuala Lumpur, and you'll feel like you've entered the future. The Petronas Twin Towers, once the tallest buildings in the world, still shine as architectural marvels. But that's just the beginning. Kuala Lumpur is now dotted with futuristic skyscrapers like the Exchange 106, Merdeka 118, the second tallest building in the world, and a growing list of modern, sleek, glass-covered towers. Meanwhile, most Canadian cities, with the exception of Toronto and Vancouver, retain relatively modest skylines. Ottawa, Montreal, and Calgary feel restrained, even old-fashioned compared to Malaysia's daring urban designs. Canada emphasizes tradition and practicality, but Malaysia experiments boldly, blending modernism with cultural elements. Walk through Putrajaya, Malaysia's administrative capital, and you'll see futuristic government buildings, impressive bridges, and urban planning that feels straight out of a sci-fi film. Canada, in contrast, often feels architecturally conservative and even stuck in the past. Shopping and lifestyle malls. Walk into a Malaysian shopping mall, and you'll wonder if you're in Dubai, Singapore, or even a futuristic movie set. Mega malls like Pavilion KL, Surya KLCC, and One Utama are not just shopping spaces, they're lifestyle hubs. You'll find indoor theme parks, rooftop gardens, cinemas, aquariums, luxury boutiques, and food courts offering cuisines from every corner of the globe. Canada's malls, on the other hand, feel basic by comparison. Aside from a few large ones like West Edmonton Mall, Canadian malls focus on retail with limited entertainment. They often close early and lack the vibrancy that Malaysian malls provide. For Canadians visiting Malaysia, the shopping experience is nothing short of a revelation. Affordability and cost of living. Here's the kicker: Malaysia is shockingly affordable compared to Canada. Housing, transportation, healthcare, and especially food cost a fraction of Canadian prices. A full meal at a Malaysian hawker stall might cost less than a cup of coffee in Toronto. Canada's cost of living, especially in cities like Vancouver and Toronto, is skyrocketing. Housing is increasingly unaffordable, groceries are expensive, and dining out can break the bank. In Malaysia, you get a more luxurious, fulfilling lifestyle at a fraction of the cost, making Canada look financially outdated. Healthcare accessibility and medical tourism. One area where Malaysia truly shines compared to Canada is healthcare accessibility. In Malaysia, private hospitals are modern, efficient, and surprisingly affordable. The country has become a global hub for medical tourism, attracting patients from around the world for treatments ranging from cardiac surgery to cosmetic care, at a fraction of Canadian or American costs. Waiting times are shorter, facilities are equipped with cutting-edge technology, and service feels more personalized. Meanwhile, Canada struggles with one of its biggest challenges: long waiting times. Even though healthcare is free, Canadians often wait months for specialist appointments or surgeries. The system is overburdened, and while it offers quality care, the delays can be frustrating. Malaysia, on the other hand, provides quicker access without sacrificing quality. For many international visitors, it's shocking to discover that Malaysian healthcare feels more efficient and modern than what's available in Canada. Technology and smart nation ambitions. Malaysia is embracing technology with bold steps that make Canada look slow to adapt. The government's Malaysia Digital Economy Blueprint and Smart City initiatives are pushing the country toward becoming a regional tech powerhouse. Cities like Cyberjaya are known as Malaysia's Silicon Valley, hosting tech startups, data centers, and AI-driven companies. Cashless payments, e-wallets, and QR code systems are widely used even at small food stalls, showing how deeply tech has penetrated everyday life. In contrast, Canada often feels sluggish when it comes to digital adoption. While innovation exists, especially in big cities, cashless culture and smart infrastructure are not as widespread. Rural areas still face connectivity issues, and government tech initiatives move at a slower pace. Malaysia's fast-track embrace of 5G, smart governance, and AI-driven solutions demonstrates a hunger for progress that leaves Canada looking cautious and even outdated in comparison. Festivals and cultural vibrancy. Malaysia's cultural calendar is bursting with life: Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, Deepavali, Thaipusam, Christmas, and more. Each celebration transforms cities with lights, decorations, parades, and open houses where neighbors share food regardless of religion. The multicultural energy feels alive, vibrant, and inclusive. In Canada, multiculturalism is celebrated, but the festivities are smaller and more restrained. While cities like Toronto and Vancouver host events, they rarely match the scale, vibrancy, and inclusivity of Malaysia's festivals. Malaysia's year-round celebrations make Canada's cultural life appear quieter and less engaging. Tourism and global appeal. Malaysia has become one of Asia's most attractive tourist destinations, thanks to its perfect mix of modern cities, cultural heritage, and natural wonders. From Kuala Lumpur's iconic skyline to Penang street art and Malacca's colonial charm, the country blends history with modernity seamlessly. Add to that world-class islands like Langkawi and Sipadan, vibrant night markets, and adventure spots, and Malaysia offers experiences that feel dynamic and exciting. Canada, of course, has breathtaking natural beauty with Niagara Falls, Banff, and the Rocky Mountains. But its tourism scene often feels seasonal and limited by harsh winters. Malaysia's year-round tropical climate, affordable costs, and diverse attractions give it an edge that makes Canada's tourism industry appear less vibrant and even outdated. Economy and growth momentum. Malaysia's economy is dynamic, fast-growing, and increasingly diversified. Once heavily reliant on commodities like palm oil and rubber, Malaysia has now expanded into electronics, semiconductors, renewable energy, finance, and digital services. Its strategic location in Southeast Asia makes it a trade hub, with strong connections to China, Singapore, and other ASEAN nations. Foreign investors are drawn to Malaysia because of its affordability, skilled workforce, and rapid modernization. Canada, while stable and resource-rich, often depends heavily on oil, gas, and mining. Economic diversification has been slower, and growth rates remain modest compared to Southeast Asia. High costs of living and slower innovation add to the challenge. In contrast, Malaysia's youthful workforce and ambitious policies create momentum, making Canada's economy look traditional and cautious rather than forward-moving and future-ready. Transport and modern connectivity. Malaysia's urban transport system is evolving fast. Kuala Lumpur's MRT, LRT, and monorail networks are sleek, modern, and affordable. Grab, Southeast Asia's equivalent of Uber, dominates ride-hailing with smooth cashless transactions. Even airports like KLIA, Kuala Lumpur International Airport, are ranked among the most efficient and advanced. Canada's public transport, however, lags behind. Toronto's TTC system faces aging infrastructure, delays, and limited connectivity compared to Asian standards. Cities like Ottawa and Calgary lack integrated, futuristic networks. In many Canadian cities, you're left dependent on cars due to weak public transportation. Malaysia, with its rapid development, leaves Canada's slow-moving transit systems looking outdated. Culinary diversity and street food culture. Food lovers, this one is for you. Malaysia is a paradise where cultures, Malay, Chinese, Indian, and more, blend to create an endless culinary adventure. Street food isn't just cheap, it's world-class. From Penang's char kway teow to nasi lemak in Kuala Lumpur, every bite is a cultural experience. Food stalls operate late into the night, creating a vibrant 24/7 eating culture. Canada's food scene is multicultural too, but street food is limited and highly regulated. Most Canadian cities lack the buzzing food hawker culture, and dining options often close early. Compared to Malaysia's food diversity and affordability, Canada's dining culture feels limited and, frankly, outdated.